Ladies and gentlemen, we got our first details for WWE 2K25's MyGM. Of course, this is my favorite mode that I cover extensively here on the channel. So if you want to see MyGM content for 2K25, you know where you need to be. And also, by the way, happy Royal Rumble Day. I hope you're excited for the Rumble that's going to be out there today. I'm excited to see who will win and be headlining WrestleMania. But let's dive in to what little we know about MyGM. Talk about it, and then I want you all to comment below and let me know kind of your wish list types of things you'd like to see them implement with this year's MyGM mode. So as you see here on their page under features, you see MyGM goes worldwide. You're able to take your show on the road, challenge friends worldwide, in enhanced MyGM for WWE 2K25. Now with online multiplayer for up to 4 players. You're able to draft WWE superstars and legends to your weekly shows roster and lead your brand multiple week seasons with a bigger selection of GMs, cross-brand PLEs, and more. So not a lot to go on there other than the big news, of course, of online GM mode now, which is an awesome thing to see. I wish they would have had it last year added in. Of course, you could have done couch co-op with your friends if you wish to, but now you can do online multiplayer, which I assume will allow you to add friends and just, you can play your friends list, and you can also probably play against randoms, I would assume, maybe with like a public lobby. And I don't know exactly how that will work, because this will be something you play a little at a time with a save, I would assume. So I think this is much more of a friends list type thing, or something you can have like a private server with a password to join, or a public server potentially to join, working similar to what you see with online dynasties and a lot of sports titles. So that's what I'm kind of thinking they're moving towards that route here. But I want to dive into more than that. I mean, for me, I'm a solo MyGM player. I don't have a lot of friends that play this game to begin with at all anyways. Maybe the community, that will be an option this year. Let me know if you'd like to see a community series here on Wrestle Labs for MyGM online. So we'll maybe look at that. So something I want to look at here, and that I think is exciting for me, is what they're talking about here with cross-brand PLEs. I think that's still gonna be the same thing we've already seen, where every PLE has all 4 brands across the board. I kind of wish they would blend it where you could literally be all in the same show but only have a few matches each. And I don't know, I think that could be an interesting premise. I am excited to see who the new general managers are going to be, and what types of different systems they add to that. I'm excited to see if they add custom brands, custom titles. You always could do custom rosters, so that's not an issue whatsoever. But I'd like to see custom brands, custom rosters, or titles added into the mix, especially just to add, the sandbox of MyGM, add a little bit more to it and make it more of a sandbox. I think would be an excellent thing to see. But I think something I noticed here in the screenshot I've been showing throughout this video right now in the background, you've been watching 2K24 MyGM, by the way, but on the screenshot here, you see on the page, nothing really new from the main tabs you're looking at. You still have the same tabs with home, book, show logistics, manage, roster, power cards, career. Nothing changes here. But if you look at the top, you can already notice that they have the international locations. That's something that is going to be in this year's game, where you can have international locations as your week-to-week shows or pay-per-views, whatever it may be. I'm excited about that. I think that's a really cool touch, because of course we know WWE, especially in 2023, 2024, was super heavy in their international presence in terms of PLEs, from what they did with Backlash, from what they did with Clash at the Castle, all that kind of stuff. So I'd like to see some of those pay-per-views mixed into the fold with like a Clash at the Castle, every so often. They rotate the pay-per-views throughout the seasons. I'd like to see that mixed in there. But I really, what I'd like to see them enhance this season is the storytelling scenarios within this year's game. I'd like there to be a whole lot more roster management elements, where you're trying, outside of stamina, popularity, morale, promises, all that kind of stuff. I want there to be another element to the mix, with the power cards, all that kind of stuff. I don't know exactly what I want that to be. Maybe y'all can help me kind of formalize that in the comments section, but I want there to be something more in the mix for the roster management element with free agency, with, you know, the trade system. I think they can improve upon the trade system in the game. It was nice to have it in 2K24, but I like to see them improve on the trade system heading into this year's title. But overall, I'm excited to see it. At least it is confirmed to be in the game. They are confirming it is up to 4 players online. You are confirming you're going to have international locations, probably more PLEs added into the mix, more GMs added into the mix. Brands, I would, you know, would say would probably be the same. I think it'd be sick with the TNA deal they struck together to have like a TNA brand in the mix right there. I know that's probably a Hail Mary, long shot, probably will never happen, but man, oh man, would that be awesome to see TNA as a choice brand because of the partnership they have right now currently with WWE. But I think that is probably a big strikeout, but you know, a man can dream, can't he? But let me know what you're most excited about from what little we know about MyGM for 2K25 and what wish list things you'd like to see them implement in this year's title to make it even better than what it was for me last year. So leave all those thoughts for me below. And of course, as we get closer and closer to release and anytime we get gameplay footage and whatnot, we will be showcasing it here. And of course, if it's revolving around MyGM, we'll get it here as soon as we possibly can. But stay safe. God bless to each of you. Catch you back in the next one.